Hi guys, it's Julie from JulieFit. So today is day 2 and I'm waiting for my son to get out of school and I'm actually here pretty early. First of all, last night's dinner was so good. It was delicious. It wasn't how I normally make salmon. This is a picture of it here. I ended up marinating it with olive oil, lemon juice. It had parsley, it had basil, it had garlic. I actually only marinated it for maybe 20-30 minutes while the oven preheated, and then I just wrapped it in foil. I did 3 servings because the boys love salmon too. And then I just steamed some asparagus, and I just put the potatoes in a pot and let the water boil and just kept them in there the whole time that the food was baking, that the salmon was baking, and it was just really moist, really delicious. The oven was only 350. Normally I grill it and I'll put it on either broil or grill it outside on the grill. So the fact that it was so tender, it was just very gently cooked. And the less heat exposure, the more nutrients, the less carcinogenics, etc. By the end of the day, finishing over a gallon of water. And I still had my issue with swollen hands and swelling feet by the time I went to bed. And this is just one of the issues that I'm hoping that this reset helps my body with. So anyway, day 2, I woke up this morning so thirsty, really thirsty. I had a headache. I still have a headache. It's right here, like on my right temple, and sometimes I just want to close my right eye. It hurts. I don't know if that has to do with my sinuses, because I did blow my nose in the morning, or if it has to do with not having caffeine. The last time I had caffeine was my final Coke Zero on Monday evening. So I don't know. I don't think that I drink a lot of caffeine. I mean, I'll have, like tea occasionally, or I'll have like 2 or 3 sodas a day. And I don't really consider that like coffee level caffeine drinking. But either way, I am really tired. I also haven't been giving myself enough rest in general, and then not having the caffeine that I usually drink. I miss my Shakeology, my chocolate Shakeology. I do miss that. I am allowed to have strawberry Shakeology, but I haven't yet. I mean, I'm only on day 2. Breakfast, I had oatmeal. I'm not a big oatmeal fan at all, but in this case, I decided to try it. And it was a little less than a cup. I'm supposed to do a cup. And it ended up being a little less because I did a quarter, and I did it in the water. I make the boys instant oatmeal sometimes, so I like microwaved water, poured it on the oatmeal, let it sit there, and it was like, nothing's happening. So I actually read the directions, and I needed to boil it on the stove, and I did that, and it didn't take very long, and it absorbed and was ready. With the blueberries, it was actually really good. The blueberries were so fresh and delicious, and so that was good. I definitely like blueberries better than raspberries. Just a side note, if you ever decide to buy me some berries. And then on the side was plain yogurt, but in the plain yogurt I added pure maple syrup, and that was pretty delicious. For lunch, I had salad, and this picture is a little misleading, probably because of the silly Instagram filter I put on for the blur. But if you look at the keyboard behind it, that's a big bowl. That's actually a 10-cup or 80-ounce disposable Ziploc container. So that is a lot of salad. It said 1 or 2, but I only ended up using 1 head of romaine. It's got tomato, a whole English cucumber. It's got some chicken, I think it's about 3 or 4 ounces. It's not that much chicken. Oh yeah, and then my creamy garlic dressing that I made yesterday. So it was pretty good. It was a lot of work to get through that whole bowl, but darn it, I did it. And I was so starving. And so I'm glad I ate that because I was really hungry. So anyway, I had lunch about maybe 40 minutes ago. So I have about an hour and a half to go till I have my Alkanize, and this time I'm going to do it in a shot. And that stuff tastes weird. It tastes kind of like seaweed. That's my update for now. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye. Okay guys, it's time for Alkanize, and today I'm going to actually use it as 3 triple shots. So yesterday I did like 20 ounces of water in my big bottle, and it took forever, and it was okay, but I saw someone had put theirs in a shot glass, so I thought, why not? So, anyway, here I go. Just finishing off. Done. So I wanted to just go ahead and conclude day 2. Well, the light in here makes me look so orange, and I don't know if it's my skin tone. The color of the walls is like khaki, and anyway, why do you care? Tonight's dinner was a bean and rice taco. It had guacamole and salsa on it. It was supposed to have fresh corn, and I actually forgot to get the corn, so whoops. And then kale on the side. And this time I put a little bit of salt on the kale, just a little bit of the Himalayan salt, and I actually like it without it. I mean, I think that there's enough flavor in the kale itself that it doesn't actually need anything. You can also put lemon, but after all the lemon I had at dinner yesterday, I didn't need any more lemon on tonight's dinner. I actually had to go ahead and pull the mini fridge out of the garage, and where it was just sitting there collecting dust, quite literally. And I plugged it in, and I put in a bunch of some of the vegetables that I have. So you can see, I mean, it's not full, but I started putting stuff in there just to give the fridge itself some more room, because I have totally taken over. And look at this hair. I don't know what's up with this hair today. I've totally taken over the fridge, and it's just full of my vegetables and things for my dinners. I've been keeping all my receipts. I've actually been kind of scattering my shopping. Part of it was just I was not as prepared as I meant to be, and I recommend you be more prepared than I was. Set aside, the day before to get all your shopping done. You're probably going to have to visit more than one store. So far I've visited Vons, Trader Joe's, Lassen's, and tomorrow, in preparation for dinner and the next day's, Friday's lunch, I'm going to have to go to the Asian market. So just keep in mind to give yourself some time to plan ahead, even if you need to put 2 days aside. So they recommend starting on a Wednesday, because a lot of people, with work, you want to take that weekend when you're not so irritated, because that's supposed to be when things really, really kick in. So anyway, speaking of my headache that I complained about earlier, it's mostly gone. I can still kind of feel it through here, but it's not as sharp as it was. I mean, if I get up really fast, I can feel the blood vessels constrict and the blood pressure happen, but other than that, I'm not feeling it like I was before. It actually went away right about at dinner time, so I don't know if it was eating all those carbs that helped, or if just that, caffeine addiction pain is going away. As far as body, I have noticed kind of an ache in my back. I want to say my mid-back through to my chest. I don't know if that's coincidence. I don't know if that has to do with the supplements, as it's starting to cleanse your body. That swelling feeling I start to get in the late afternoon, I can feel it in I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of in the joints of my fingers that I feel it the most. When I start to bend my hands, I can just tell. And it just feels like there's heat. When you go walking on a really hot day, how you feel it in your extremities. I was going to say that I am keeping my receipts. So once I'm done with the whole reset, I will put them all together to figure out how much the groceries cost. Because today it was $75 at Lassen's. And and a lot of that stuff I'm going to use again and again through the whole reset. So I expect this weekend's grocery bill to be smaller, not as much, because I'll have a lot of those staples, or I bought rice and you have a bunch of more rice. It was my first time really shopping at Lassen's, because I needed specific things that they carried. I liked they had a seeds dispenser, so I was able to get exactly how much flaxseed I needed so that I can get that grinded up. Also the green lentil beans, I was able to just say, okay, I need exactly, this much. So that was a nice option. I was thinking I could do that with the quinoa, but then I was like, I've got to get going because today was just such a rush. Okay, some feelings, emotional feelings. This morning I went to the store because, like I said, I wasn't very prepared. So after I dropped the kids off at school, I went and I bought my oatmeal and I bought my, my lunch. So my vegetables and my oatmeal and my yogurt. And when I was there, I just felt like this is so much work to do. I don't want to have to do this. But then it's like, what else am I going to do? I still need to make my meals. So anyway, I just got over it. It's not bad at all. The meals are so easy to make. I mean, it's really just mixing stuff together. That's it. Don't feel intimidated by the recipe list because it is simple and it tastes good. It really does taste good. So far, I haven't been disappointed with the meal. Tomorrow morning, it's going to be eggs, whole eggs, not just egg whites. So it'll be whole eggs, toast, kale, and lunch will be lentils and the microgreen salad again. I'm going to just go ahead and conclude this video so that I can put it together and post it for you guys. So anyway, thanks for following. I look forward to seeing where this takes me. Bye.